You know, watching Star Wars, or at least Disney Star Wars, is a bit like getting on the bus to Oldham Town Centre. There's fuck all there, there's little substance, but you live in hope that it will improve, that it will get better. You know, you have the sense of hope that the phoenix can rise from the flames. It's just not possible with Disney Star Wars. It's just not possible. I watched it 15 minutes ago. I finished it. And maybe I'm doing this review too soon. Maybe I need to just sit down and clear my head, maybe watch it again, and then let my brain stew in it for a bit. But I'm not going to do that because, fuck that, there's better shit on TV. So, basically, let's just round up the episode. Osha turns bad. I think a lot of people called that. Leslie Edlund's wife was a baddie. I think a lot of people call that. Because she's the one who... Smilo Rennick was her master. His master. And for whatever reason, she turned on him. Saul dies and everything's pinned on him. That's it. Oh, we get Yoda at the end. Because of course we do. Of course we do. Now, this episode felt more like it was setting up for a season 2, whether it knew it was getting a season 2 or not. That's all this episode served. It didn't wind anything up and then lay down new mysteries for the next season, if there is one. Season 2 will just be the second part of season 1. Really. Right? What I've just said is what is the basic plot. Really, really, really fucking cut to the bare bones. The essential. The Jedi are bad. You know. And it's just awful. I wish I could go on a rant like Az does or whatever, but I can't. I'm just not that good, and I probably swear more than him if I got going. Right? I will tell you this. When I watch other shows, I understand where the characters are coming from. I understand the character. I understand the motivations, the actions that they employ and do. I get it. You know, if you watch season 3 of Warrior, you can see Sam struggling with whether he's a bad person doing good or a good person doing bad. You can see the struggle. Maybe it's just because he's, you know, it's a better actor. Andrew Koji. Maybe he's just a better actor. Far better actor. See, just little nuances, little things that go on with his face when he's acting. Tilt of the head, whatever. But you feel his angst. This, I felt nothing throughout all of the episodes. I felt nothing. Right? Firstly, Osha and May have a fight. They have a standoff. If I never, ever, ever see martial arts in Star Wars again, I'll be a very happy person. Because I like martial arts. I've just mentioned Warrior. That has lots of martial arts in it. Very, very good, well choreographed martial arts. I'm done with martial arts in Star Wars. It doesn't work. The only way it could possibly work is if they both use the Force to stop something and then they just turn around and go, well, I can see our knowledge of the Force isn't going to help here. Then instead of a lightsaber duel, they have a fight. You have close combat fighting. That would work for me. This does not. It was awful. It's just every fucking fucking bit of it was awful. This isn't going anywhere. This isn't going to make sense unless you've seen it. And if you have seen it, I pity you. You are in my prayers. Just I'm stunned. I am literally stunned. Right, so I broke it down in its dumbest terms. Portia went bad. We all knew that. And obviously, she changed her clothing, so she was wearing the dark clothing now because they're not very subtle, are they? So she, it opens up where she's still got the mask on, and Smilo comes back, and something that she has a vision. Now, if this helmet stops people from reading your mind via the Force, it blocks it from coming in. Does it not also block it from going out? I mean, how was she able to use the Force, at least something that advanced, a psychic link or whatever you want to call it, with that helmet on? If the helmet protects people from getting into your head, I don't understand. Make it make sense. Maybe that's in some fucking legend lore that I don't know. But make it make sense to people who don't know. So off the fuck to Brendock, because that's what the vision is. We have Squid Game. He's gone to Brendock. He turns on his transponder. May escapes somehow. May escapes because she uses the merchandise droid that definitely will not be on sale at Christmas. Gets her free from the hooks. I mean, she could use the Force. She doesn't. So the droid gets her free, stuns Squid Game for a bit. She jumps into a ship and off they fuck. Now they fly like I don't know if it's an asteroid belt. Don't quote me, but it looks like an asteroid belt. These ships are going very, very fast and they suffer no damage. What? They're ploughing through fucking, when you hear about tales in the International Space Station where, a fleck of paint could crack a window and all that shit. I was like, they just flew through a belt of whatever it was. Could have been rocks, could have not been, but whatever it was material, physical material matter. They flew through it and it suffers nothing. None of the engines conk out, none of the windows start to crack, nothing. Right, all right. Meanwhile, because the Squid Game has put on his transponder, Soy Boy Jedi goes to see Leslie, husband's wife, tells her where he is, and she goes, gather as many Jedi as you can without raising attention. And she gets to Brendock immediately. I mean, because, I know it's hyperspace, but I didn't know it was instaspace. But whatever. So, she's somehow able to tune into everything because she's got that power, which we're told very few people have, but everyone seems to have. And they all make their way to the witch's castle, Witch Mountain. They all make their way there. You get the May and Osha fucking martial arts fight, which was shite. I did not enjoy it. It was awful. And then you had Squid Game and Smilo Ren fighting each other, which was at least a little better. Not great. Once again, right, they kick each other in parts of this. If you're close enough to kick, you are close enough to run them through with your lightsaber. And speaking of lightsabers, we see during their fight the damage that lightsabers do to metal structures. Yeah, we see it. And yet, getting stabbed off a lightsaber through your stomach is totally okay. Totally not an issue. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? What on fucking earth was that? Right? The lightsabers are either overpowered or they do fuck all. Which one is it? Because it's doing whatever you need it to do rather than what it should do. So anyway, they're having a fight. Fucking May comes in. She wants to surrender because fucking Squid Game overpowers Smilo Ren. So he makes his confession, throws his lightsaber away, looks like he cracks the crystal as though it was a fucking torch. You know? Osha overhears it. The confession, asks if it's true. He says yes. But let's look at it again from last week. It shows that May does start the fire. She may not have meant it to go out of control, but she still lit the fire. She still sealed the door so no one could get in and out. The witches did possess the Wookiee. So regardless of if you say the Jedi are at fault, the events that happened still happened the way they did because they did it. The only reason all the witches die is because Trinity exorcised them out of the Wookiee's head. You know? And anyway, fucking Osha force chokes Squid Game. I mean, how does that take him by surprise? I don't know. But she kills him, and then somehow she bleeds her lightsaber red. How? But she does the lightsaber thing. They do one, they bugger off, and then the Jedi come down, see Saul's body, and he's set up and he takes the rap for it all. This was just awful. It almost feels like when I was younger and England would get knocked out of a competition, I'd be dumbstruck for a bit and whatever. It feels a bit like that. But it ends with Saul being thrown under the bus at this meeting, and she mentions he was a rogue Jedi. He killed himself, essentially. Smilo Ren and Osha, because she made a deal to become his apprentice if he lets May go. Which makes little sense. For his point of view, he'd have been better off running them both through while they were hugging each other, but whatever. So it ends with them almost holding hands. Like, what? What morality lessons are you teaching here? And then we get a little mid-credit scene where Leslie Headland's wife goes to Master Yoda's quarters and she says, we need to talk. Now, like I said, all it does is set up a season 2 if we get one. I really hope not. So we don't know what she says, but she's presumably going to be filling him in. Now, I'm assuming she's not going to say the Force trained. You don't know what she's going to say, do you? But why did you bring Yoda in it? Except because you could, because he's alive at that time. And that means next season Yoda definitely has to be in it for some reason. And isn't Yoda going to be able to sense that she's lying? None of it makes sense. It's awful. Awful. Makes Batwoman look good. Makes She-Hulk look like a fucking masterpiece. That's taking the piss a bit there. But everything that you predicted came true. And Darth Plagueis is in it for some reason. Don't why, don't know, but he is. I don't know what else to say. This was just... If that was £180 million, get the tax office on that or something, the accountants. Because I'd want to know where my £180 million went to. Also, Bodger the fucking Badger turned sides. 1 minute he's on Sol's side, the next he's on May's side. Maybe he doesn't know that they're two different people. I don't know, because it's a fucking badger. But it was awful at every level. Anyway, I'm going to go watch something fun. Take care. Bye for now. See you later.